Alrighty, hey guys, so I tweeted out the other day and I said, what if I do a storytime-ish video? And it got 14 retweets and like 224 likes. And I mean, for me, that's a lot, alright? That's pretty good amount, and it got so many of you saying, yes, Landon, yes, do a story time, yes, keep doing story times, yeah, Landon, I'd love for and this guy said no, but no matter what, a lot of you guys really wanted to see it, so I figured I would do a story time, and trying not to copy people who already do story times, I figured I'd try to give my own little swing on it. So I sat there and I thought, I'd love to do a story time. I'd love to do something new, mix it up. I'm just a Minecraft YouTuber, no big deal. But then a couple thoughts hit me. I was like, I'm not even good at telling stories to begin with. Like, I'm the type of person that can't even tell a story to a deaf person because I'm worried I'm gonna say something wrong, And then B, I'm not even an interesting guy. Like, I literally thought about doing daily vlogs once, right? And I was like, okay, I'd love to do daily vlogs. That'd be really cool. I could be like Casey Neistat, buy a drone, live life. But then I was like, my daily vlogs would probably turn out me waking up in the morning, being like, all right, hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to daily vlog number 14. Today, we're just gonna be going to our computer, sitting down for 13 hours, and then the next clip would be the outro, me saying, all right guys, super interesting day, I know, see you tomorrow, and that would be the entire video, me just sitting there all day. So, I mean, I don't really do anything interesting, right? I mean, I have a couple stories that I thought that I could tell, but I was like, man, maybe for like milestones, because I have some pretty massive stories, like about when I broke my arm and a lot of stuff. So I was like, this is just not a good time to tell these though, because they're so huge of stories. It'd take me hours to make it. So I sat and I was thinking, I was like, what am I gonna do? And this was actually yesterday night. So this story that you're hearing is incredibly recent. So let's set the scene up. It's about 2 a.m. Pretty normal time if you're a YouTuber to stay up. For some of you, maybe a big deal, but for me, I mean, I don't go to sleep till like 5 a.m. So it's really not that big a deal. But dude, I swear to God, this office that I'm in right now is actually haunted. Like, not even kidding, this office is haunted. I can tell you guys more about it later if you'd like to hear, but long story short, this office just gives me the creeps, dude. I'm already on edge, and I'm trying to set up this PC because Preston told me I needed to set up a PC for one of the new workers. So I get to work and I start setting up this PC, and out of nowhere, the door right behind me, after I was thinking in my head, oh my God, this place is haunted, the door right behind me slammed shut, right? So I was sitting there thinking to myself, I was like, what the crap? I'm actually gonna die. Like, this is it. I gotta just say my Hail Marys. I'm gonna get murdered by a ghost. Like, no questions asked. The ghost slams the door. You know what happens next? He kills me. Easy, end of story. I was already ready to go. I mean, I was already under a desk, dude. I mean, perfect place to get murdered by a ghost, right? So I decide to really quickly hurry up and finish putting together this computer, and then I was like, you know what, dude, it's 1:30, I can call it a night early, I should just get out of here. I start grabbing my stuff together, getting ready to go, right? All at the same time, hoping I don't get killed by a ghost. And then I look at the knife on my desk. Now, nothing paranormal happens here, it's just a part of the story. So I look at this knife on my desk, and I think in my head, I say, I walk from my apartment to my office, which is about a couple block walk at night, every single night. It's not a big deal, not a big deal at all, but it is, kind of dangerous, I guess. I could get jumped, who knows? Maybe somebody sees this kid walking down the street one day and they're like, hey, kid, do you want some candy? And then, I die. But anyways, I think in my head, I say, hey, maybe I should take this knife with me. It's just a knife. I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably hurt myself more with this knife before I was able to hurt anybody else because I'm that big of a nerd. But I decide, you know what, I'll take it. Why not? So I grab my wallet, I grab my phone, I slip on my flip-flops, really comfy, it's summer, you gotta wear flip-flops. And I also grab this knife. So I pretty casually turn off the lights in the office, still at the same time hoping I don't get killed by this ghost. I go down the steps, I turn around, make sure none of the lights are on, and I go outside, lock the office, ready to go home. I start to walk to my apartment, which again, I said is probably about 2 blocks away. But wait, before I continue with this story, one thing I should say is that the place I live in Texas, in one of the best areas in all of Texas. Like, it has one of the lowest crime rates. It's like a kind of old town, so I mean, it's really nice. There's no crime, really nice place. But just because there's like hardly any crime doesn't mean that there's absolutely no crime. So I still have to be a little bit on edge, when it's like 3 a.m. and I'm walking back in complete and utter darkness a couple blocks. So continuing the story, I walk out of the office, I lock it up, I'm walking my normal route. I know this Microsoft Paint may be a little crude. I know, it's Microsoft Paint. But basically the office, the haunted office is right here, right? haunted office, I'll put an H for the haunted office. So the haunted office is right here. My apartment is about down this way, and this is just parking lots, right? Parking, and this is a bank. And right here is even more parking. So these lines are parking. This is like driveway, big street over this way, blah, 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 blah. So I lock the door up about right here, and I start to walk out. So the path that I take to get from my office to my apartment, you know, I'm not a rocket scientist, dude. It's really simple. I just basically follow this route and get to my apartment. You know, it's like 2 a.m. at this point. I'm not gonna run into anybody. So I think to my head, you know, Landon, you're freaking out, dude. Why would you even bring a knife? You're not gonna see anybody. You're completely, perfectly fine. And then that's when the thought comes across my mind, it's a little quiet out here. So not only was I dealing with the ghost that wanted to murder me in my own office, but also I was dealing with the Walking Dead situation where no one's outside in a pretty populated place in the middle of the night. So you can see where I'm a little bit even more on edge now. So I walk out following my normal path and I get up to these two parking lots. Again, as I said, it's about 2 a.m. at night. I'm incredibly on edge. I'm just feeling really edgy, dude. I've already almost got killed by a ghost. I was just done. So it's just me, you know, casually just walking, and I come upon these two parked cars. So, you know, I'm not the type of person to judge. Just kidding. I'm actually incredibly judgmental, and it's not okay. But I'm normally not the type of person to judge. But I see these two cars, you know, 2 a.m. It's a little fishy looking that two cars are parked side by side, facing the opposite direction, so that the driver's seat line up. And, you know, one of these cars was pretty nice. Then I look at the other car, and it's incredibly dirty. Like, it looks like this car was the type of car that somebody buys that they want to use in like a Transformer movie to blow it up. So I see these cars and I'm thinking, I wonder what they're doing parked side by side like that. It could just be a big coincidence, you know? But then I see a really shady, tall, large man walking from the very nice car to the very dirty car. He walks up to this car, looks in the window, reaches his entire body in there, pulls it out, and then starts walking back. And at this point, I think in my head, what is going on, dude? This guy looks like he could be the next Bigfoot, and it's not just me out playing this late at night. So at this point, I'm thinking to myself, man, I really hope these guys are playing Pokemon Go or something and just stop to get these Pokestops, because if not, then I probably just witnessed something that I should not have witnessed, right? So I start to walk a little bit faster, and then this big, huge guy that reached in the dirty car pulls his arm out and then starts walking back to his car and sees me, dude. He literally looks me dead in the face, and I almost peed myself, dude. Literally, we make eye contact, this giant guy. And, you know, I'm a pretty big person, like 6'3", you know, I'm not a small guy. But this guy wasn't just a normal person, dude. I swear to God, this guy could have been like a character for Attack on Titan. Like, he was massive. So, Mr. Bigfoot over here walks parallel with me for just a little bit, looks me dead in the eyes, and then gets in his car. He turns on his car lights. He drives off, and I think, oh my God, thank God, Mr. Bigfoot, he's gone. Mr. Bigfoot, I don't have to worry about him. I'm not gonna get jumped anymore. He's good. I'm good. I'm almost out of the parking lot, and I think in my head, I'm like, I made it, dude. I think I made it, dude. I'm almost out of this parking lot. I don't gotta worry about a thing. You know, I'm almost there, almost to my apartment. And then the other really dirty car turns on. This other really shady looking person turns his car on and starts to drive straight for me. Yeah, I know, I might have been standing at the exit of the parking lot that we were all in, but still, dude, this guy driving towards me, shady car, middle of the night, I almost already got killed by a ghost. I, at this point, swore that was it. It was like a moment of relief right before that hit me, and then this was just like, I got diagnosed with a terminal illness. Like, I knew for a fact I was gonna die. This guy starts slowly, very slowly driving towards me, and I was like, well, this is it. I'm done. I'm dead. I am no more. This is it. I should have said goodbye to my dog, dude, because I am not going to see him again. So this car slowly, ever so slowly, drives by me. The guy rolls down his window right as soon as he gets in front of me, looks me in the face, and then just drives off. Now, I'm pretty sure I've already mentioned that I was going to pee my pants by this point, but You know, I'm not so sure I can say I haven't peed my pants anymore for 10 years because I was so scared. So these two guys, they now are gone. They now drove off, and I am so happy that I didn't get murdered, dude. You have no idea. Like, the chances of me getting murdered right there were probably so high. And like I said, I may be overreacting. It could just be, I might have just witnessed, like, maybe, like I said, maybe those guys were playing Pokemon Go, man. Maybe that other guy, the huge giant guy with the massive forearms, just had to go, and they were just buddies. They parked next to each other. He just reached in his car and was like helping him like throw the Pokeballs, you know, just helping him catch that Charizard. But no, dude, I'm pretty sure that wasn't Pokemon Go. You know, Pokemon Go, the trend lasted for like 2 weeks. It's done. It's dead. I almost died. But anyways, wrapping up the story, I ended up walking to my house, telling my roommate, my buddy Nathan, what happened. He freaked out, we freaked out, and then I went to bed, and that was it. But see, the scary thing to me is I walk that route every night. So if you guys see in a Twitter moment soon, like YouTuber killed for witnessing a drug deal, or even, who knows, it could be like YouTuber killed for witnessing a Pokemon Go Let's Play gone wrong, like gone ISIS, you know, then you know the story, and I hope this gets huge, and I hope whoever runs my channel fills it with advertisements to capitalize. But anyways, this was today's story time, so if you guys want to see more of these, I really actually did enjoy putting this together and making it for you guys. So if you guys want to see more of these, make sure you leave a like or like comment something I could change, something I could do differently. But anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching. Goodbye, everybody.